doing big secret, not going to be too bad. And it's right next to start. It's a push block right next to start, so it's a great location. Going to be really nice for Shatty to have that information.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be trying to dodge these Moldorms here. Or no, those are Lamolas. I always get them mixed up, jeez.
And Shatty goes back to the coast to buy the hints. Gets a hint that he already knows about there. Goes ahead and going to retry there as he... I guess he bought the other hints. I was looking at Redbirdgrad's side with that dangerous Moldorm room.
Well, we know just get the Triforce 7 because the book's there.
Right, that was the one that I did see the hint for, so we'll see. I'm not sure what the other hints were. I'm looking at chat for try and get some confirmation on the other two hints. Okay, so chat saying we knew everything that the hints told us already. So Shatty finds those any roads as well as Redbirdgrad gets another staircase here.
Yeah, what does he find though?
And it is just Lord Banana.
Not
a bad item. Not a bad item for Swordless if you don't have any repeatable source of damage. Not near the advantage, though, that Shatty has with that red candle. RBG needs to get to Candle Row pretty quickly here, in my opinion. Gotta close that gap here, because Shatty's going to be flying. Yeah, the boomerang's good because you can use it to group up enemies, you can use it to force bomb counts pretty easily. He finds a dark room here where, unfortunately, he is going to have to up A because he gets shuttered in, and he has no way of killing that Moldorm. And there, you know, Boomerang's just not going to do it there. And Shatty, he's in this level 6 now. He's not going to have that problem because he's got Red Candle. So he'll burn through this a lot quicker. No danger of having to up A or anything. So that's just the power of having some sort of damage. And that's why you buy the hints so early in Swordless. Nice bullseye there from Shatty on that manhandle.
Yeah.
Ooh, not the room you want to see there on Shatty's side. Gets dropped into a blue Moldorm room there. And I suspect he's probably going to go ahead and go a different route from start here. Or possibly not. Oh, he's going south, okay. So RBG really committed to digging out this level 6, and that's kind of an interesting play to me because he knows that there's no item left in this dungeon. I'm surprised he hasn't dipped out by now to try and look for a dungeon that might have something that'll give him a little bit more damage. And he's back in this Moldorm room, and the Landmola room, and yeah, not playing nice. And Shatty about to go north here and gonna find that wooden boomerang that RBG already found. And RBG has given up on level 6. I think probably a wise decision to go ahead and move on from it at this point.
Yeah. I can understand if some checks are going to be a little bit harder, considering he doesn't have as good of a combat situation as Shatty does.
Yeah, and ouch. That's a painful overworld death to take, leaving that one overworld spot up on top of the waterfall. That's gonna eat at him. I can feel it because that that hurts so bad when it happens. But he does find that that very quick bomb spot next, or bomb shop next to start. As Shatty finds a compass in level 6, the compass is gonna make his dig a lot quicker here. Not gonna have to clear any rooms outside of the tri.
Yeah, he's just gonna power through this 6.
Right, and he's in that room that Redbirdgrad got stuck in here, and like as you see, that red candle makes it a very easy clear.
Oh, it was a tea room as well, so he couldn't exactly navigate either.
Right, right. It makes it really tough to clear it with bombs because you only have a limited amount of space to group them up in. And luckily that Gliok is not in the Triforce room. A much more clearable room here on Shatty's side. Gotta be careful though, he does not have any defense. That blue Gorilla is a little bit concerning, which is a shy guy on his screen, but he is able to take care of it. And Redbirdgrad is where he needs to be now. He's in level 2. So Shatty grabs his Triforce out of level 6. Redbirdgrad is going to get his red candle momentarily here out of this level 2, and he'll be kind of playing catch up to Shatty a little bit. But I want to stress this is nowhere close to over. We're still just getting started here.
Yeah, matter of fact, it's been a fair amount of time. Why don't you give us an item recap?
So right now what we know is level 1 has the, well, what did level 1 have?
It had the any key. I have at
the
least
any
kept
key,
some
yes.
notes.
Yes, the level 1 had the any key, and we don't know the second item. Level 2 has the red candle. Level 4 has the raft. The Armos item was the ladder, and the ladder item was the power bracelet, and level 6 had the wooden boomerang, and that is all we know. And level 7 has the book, and that is all we know at this point.
Yeah.
So Redbirdgrad has his red candle in hand, trying to get through this Landmola room without dying. There we go. Gets the bomb up north of the Landmolas. He's going to clear out this room and gets bopped back through the bomb wall by the gel there. Those gels can be pretty trolly sometimes with their... He grabs his Triforce, so we have a 4-3 Triforce lead for Shatty. Very, very easy to come back from a 3-4 Triforce lead. Not a big lead at all, so we'll see how this ends up turning out. Unfortunately for Redbirdgrad, the Triforce that Shatty has is level 6, which is decently deep in, so that's going to at least take a little bit of time to dig out. And he has some knowledge of level 7 as well.
Yeah.
So Shatty gets another heart container there from Forgotten Spot. As Redbirdgrad makes his way through the area close to start. And I wouldn't be surprised here to see Shatty make the Death Mountain play. I think he's probably going to figure that Redbirdgrad's not going to go to Death Mountain real early, and he may think he can get an advantage by digging this out earlier in the seed. It's because he does have 9 bombs, and whenever you have 9 bombs in Swordless, you're pretty set for a Death Mountain. It's another medium secret up here, so already paying off a little bit. as Redbirdgrad finds what we now know is the magical sword bomb upgrade north of the start screen. Shatty with a nice bomb there to open up the bomb wall and kill those enemies that he knew were bomb droppers and get a pack of bombs for his efforts. Very good play there. And we have level 3 in Spectacle Rock, which is a very out-of-the-way location. So this could pay off big for Shatty, except we got some Pole's voice guarding a shutter door right off the bat. We'll see if we can get there from the other direction. But an immediate heart container, so the hearts are being real nice in the seed. Redbirdgrad, in the meantime, finds level 7, and he's going in. So that kind of tells me that he may feel like he's a little bit behind, possibly, because he does not like level 7. It's pretty well known throughout the community. So we'll see how quickly he can get this boomerang out of here, and I would suspect once he finds that boomerang, he'll be out pretty quick.
Well, level 7 is just not even a boomerang, it's the book.
Or the book, sorry, yes, the book. I got it mixed up with 6. Some item that you're not really looking for. And he does immediately get out after seeing that.
Yeah, I don't blame him for this whatsoever. The wand is going to be your most important weapon, and the book is absolutely useless in this kind of seed.
Right, getting the book is actually counterproductive. Shatty gets shuttered into that Pole's voice room with no way to kill him right after seeing the Triforce up there. That's really annoying, because he knows now he's going to have to leave and go all the way back to that Triforce. But he's probably going to try and dig out the item first before going back up there.
Meanwhile, we did see the Triforce in 3, and it's poorly guarded by a Gleeok. A 2-headed one.
And here we have a reverse C for Shatty. 1 Pole's voice in here. Everything else can be killed by a red candle. He's going to go ahead and try and clear this room and pray that the Pole's voice is the enemy that gets despawned when he does. And no such luck so far. The good news is the Fire was the lowest on the priority, and he gets a bomb pack off of one of those blue Lionels, declines to pick it up. He could have bombed that Vire there and then picked up the bombs, gotten to max bomb capacity, and despawned that one enemy. And unfortunately, he's going to have to bomb that Vire to see whether the Pole's voice gets despawned now. And he gets another bomb pack. Oh no, the Pole's voice is the enemy that does not get despawned. So if that room is the item, he's going to have to come back with either the wand or the bow and an arrow per.
Oof, that does not sound good.
Well, here's a double block room, but it has more Pole's voice. So this is not looking good for being able to get the item out of this level 3. And this is where RBG could make up some time. He's back in level 1. So if he digs out the item here, and it ends up being the bow or the wand, when he goes into this 3, he's likely going to be able to get the item if it's one of those rooms where a Shatty can. So RBG gonna find his Triforce here. Actually, no, he's gonna kill this manhandle. I think he forgot that the map was in that room when he was first through. And Shatty does go ahead and leave level 3. I don't blame him at this point. And he finds level 5 just next to it. So Death Mountain ends up being a pretty fruitful play here, unless RBG finds something really valuable in this level 1 that can help us.
Well, the one thing that we're going to be looking for, of course, is the wand.
The wand or the bow.
Yeah. Of course, if it's the wand, it would suck because, well, probably getting the item at a level 1 just bombs. That's actually not very ideal. This bow, though, I can kind of see it, but regardless, you need both as long as the silver arrows to finish the seed out.
Right, absolutely. And it was just the compass in that room that Redbirdgrad missed earlier, and he is going to go ahead and leave level 1. There was one room that he hasn't seen in there, but it probably had pulse voice, because I know it was shuttered off. I didn't end up seeing what the enemy was back at that point.
Yeah, it's probably... enemy locked.
And what do you know? More Pulse voice in level 5 for Shad. We have Wizrobes as well. How fun. Oh, he gets a clock there. Doesn't matter, though, as he is able to take out those red Wizrobes with bombs. Let's see what we get. It's just a corridor staircase here.
And there's our 3 hints. Fail not to save the princess. And another 2 we kind of already knew. We know... Yeah, we knew all those hints. It's kind of not of a good shot for Redbirdgrad there.
Yes. Sometimes those hints can pay off big. Sometimes they're just big old busts. But they're always worth buying because of the chance of just catapulting you to the front. Or ahead of your opponent if you find them. And a mugger room here in level 5. Luckily, Shatty can bomb out of it, so he doesn't have to pay that toll yet, unless he can't get through on this alternate path. And Redbirdgrad is making his way toward these other dungeons as well. He's actually going to the grave area. We'll see if he ends up doing Death Mountain, or if he ends up stopping short. And he finds level 8 in the push block spot in the grave.
Power bracelet required. We need to do all the dungeons.
Power bracelet required indeed. So luckily for Shatty, he also has that, and he'll find it pretty quickly, I would suspect, after he's done with Death Mountain. That's the logical next place to go. And that is a nasty room to see there in level 5 with those Wizrobes. 2 of them being blue Wizrobes. He's probably going to try and despawn them, kill the Moblins first. Unfortunately, it was the red Wizrobe that got despawned first there. And there's the bow for Redbirdgrad in level 8.
Alright, one of the 3 pieces of the puzzle we are missing for this seed.
And luckily, Shatty gets the despawn on 2 of those blue Wizrobes. Killing these Moblins to try and despawn that last blue Wizrobe. This very well could be the Triforce room. That circle note does drop in level 5.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't actually have memorized just yet, is what floors can drop items still.
Yeah, I don't have them all memorized, but there are a few that are really good to know for sure. Just because they're a propensity to be. And it was just a key, unfortunately. So Shatty has done a bunch of this level 5. Trying to get east here. He's probably just going to go down south through this mugger room. Make his way east through. As Redbirdgrad continues to make his way through this level 8. One more item in this level 8. We'll see what it ends up being. And here is a diamond staircase. It's their quarter. Not necessarily probably what he's looking for, but it'll help with transportation. He's going to go ahead and up A, and we'll see if he finds a Triforce out of here. I would imagine he will. As Shatty finds a possible staircase room in level 5, this could be the item.
Trying to remember if we've seen 3 or not. Yes, we have.
We have seen 3. Shatty has gotten the... And there's the wand in level 5. That's massive for Shat.
Yep, there's our main combat weapon for the rest of the seed.
Indeed. So Shatty is going to dig this Triforce out, and he is going to be well on his way. He's going to find that level 8, and it did not take long for RBG to find that bow. That's the one thing. If Shatty finds an early Triforce in 8, doesn't end up finding the bow for whatever reason, that could cost him. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So the items we're missing right now. We're missing the magical boomerang, we're missing the silver arrows, we're missing the Coast Heart Container item, and we're missing the red ring. We have one item left in 1 and one item left in 3. Whatever's left is going to be in our level 9, and important items can be there, so our silvers could be in level 9. We could even have a true vanilla item pool in level 9. We could have red ring and silver arrows.
Right. And I don't know, did RBG find the second item out of that level 8? I don't know if I didn't see it, but he very well may have. I don't think he would leave the second item behind. And he's going to the grave. We'll see if he goes back to Death Mountain, or if he goes back to a different dungeon. Shatty having a heck of a time finding this item out of, or sorry, this Triforce out of level.
Yeah, it is buried quite deep, it seems.
Yes, it was the recorder. Sorry about that, chat correcting me. It was the recorder was in level.
And now we finally do not fear Pole's voice because you actually have something that can work on them.
So Shatty hoping for a compass from this dark room because we know it can't drop a Triforce. Unfortunately, it does not oblige on that compass, and he's going to have to dig more of this level 5. This level 5 is kind of slowing him down a little bit. RBG finding the bomb or the door repair that he missed with that death. Real excited to see that, I'm sure.
But he did buy wooden arrows in the one screen south, and that's something to note. We don't know if there's a Goma block at any point, but that does give him a means to deal with Pole's voices very quickly.
That's true, and it allows him to, if there are any Goma blocks anywhere, it allows him to deal with those as well. So we'll see if that ends up playing a role. There's the second item in level 1, the magical boomerang. I'm sure he's very enthused to find that. He immediately up-A's out. Shatty's still digging out this level 5 for that Triforce.
So it's down to Heart Container, Red Ring, and Silvers. Whatever's not in 3 is in level 9. I think at this stage, you play the odds. You assume that level 9 has it, but level 3 is the much shorter dungeon by comparison, so...
Yeah, that's a tough call.
Yeah, there's argument for both plays.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you're Shatty, you know exactly where the items can be in level 3 already. And it's just a matter of killing a couple Pole's voice. It's a real quick check. And he's right by level 3, too. So, I gotta think, if it were me, I'd probably head right back down to that level 3, especially because you've got to walk right by it. Shatty killing these Pole's voice again, except no, he's gonna bomb his way back to the top of the dungeon here. He's gonna kill these Wizrobe, get back to the top of the dungeon, because we know the Triforce at this point has to be in the...
Yeah.
And all the while... Sorry about that.
There's also something to note here. Shatty has not been to 8. So if Shatty dives 8, he'll get his bow, he'll get his recorder, and thus will make this play not a proper point. We'll just flute to 3 before it goes to 9. And that's something else we have noticed. We haven't found 9 yet, have we?
You know what? I don't think that we have. Shatty just gets more bombs from that Chevy room. more Pole's Voice in this room here for Shatty. Gonna go ahead and take him out here. This definitely can be the Triforce room. This So Redbirdgrad digging the Deadwoods here. I don't know that we've seen this yet. I don't believe we have. We know he needs to be in Death Mountain, so he could route over that way. As Shatty finally finds that Triforce out of level 5. Shatty still has a decent little lead here, in my opinion. He's got one more Triforce, but he also has the wand. He has a knowledge advantage. The only real knowledge advantage that Redbirdgrad has is the second item in one, and that was real quick. Shatty will be able to figure that out pretty quick if he goes back there.
Yeah, gonna be diving 3 here now. We don't know the item. So this is a redive to look around. And with the wand, he'll have a much easier time dealing with things like... Well, this room right here, because he has Lionel's.
Right, the wand just makes things so much easier than trying to deal with it with Red Can.
Yeah. So this is probably the item room right here.
It's just a key there in that reverse C. Probably that double block room. So he's going right back down there.
Yep, just move on.
And it's 5 Pole's Voice. Not a big deal with the wand, honestly. He's gonna take this out pretty easily. The wand's hitbox, you can hit multiple of them at a time. He goes.
Yeah, more importantly though, it does white sword damage, so... Only gonna take about 6 or 7 hits to get rid of Pole's Voice.
Oh, that's a key too. So he could have... This might not be blocked. He could have had this a while ago. I didn't think he dug the south part of this dungeon. I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to say, but no, he did not earlier. So this item is going to be either in the middle room there or the south part of the dungeon, so he tipped out on what it could have.
Well, for all we know, it could be Goma blocked. Or just right here. It's a free item.
And the heart container. At least he knows.
And that means we know. Ladies and gentlemen, I can give you a full item rundown here, so let's go to it. So, in level 1, we have the any key and the magical boomerang. Level 2 had our red candle. Level 3 had our heart container. Level 4, our raft. Level 5, the wand. Level 6, the boomerang. Level 7, the book. Level 8 has our bow and the recorder. Our power bracelets on the coast. Our armor item was a ladder. Which means, by default, we have a vanilla level 9, red ring, and silver arrows.
So they will have a level 9 dig in their futures, and Shatty's going back to buy those hints. And we know he's not going to get anything he wants out of here.
And we have found level 9. It is up in Death Mountain.
And that's good to know. We'll see if Shatty goes up to West Death Mountain or if he goes to the grave first. If he goes to the grave first, that probably is the better play, because he'll find 8 before level 9. And he won't have to double back. He's going to West Death Mountain, which honestly is probably better routing-wise, so I can't blame him. And Redbirdgrad is about to find levels 3 and 5, so this is going to be pretty close coming down to it. I still think Shatty has a little bit of an advantage, because RBG is still going to have to go full dig level 3 and level 5. He's going to dig level 3. And then Shatty has to just dig level 7 for the Triforce and level 8. So I think that Shatty has just a little bit of an advantage here, but not that big. Certainly not enough to say he's in a big lead, certainly with knowing that the silvers are going to be in level 9.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out some of these sprites that Shatty's doing, because I haven't actually been paying attention to them.
Yeah, they're fun for sure. Oh, and Redbirdgrad, did he take a death or did he up A?
I don't know. Looks like he's just traversing the desert.
Yeah, but he was up in the Death Mountain area, and all of a sudden he was at the start. I was watching Shatty there, and I missed what happened on Redbirdgrad.
Looks like he up there for a bomb. Also, we just got a hint that White Sword's on the coast, so whichever cave we found that had it. Oh, hey, letter. That is one strange letter, but
yeah, it's probably not going to see use at this point. But Shatty's going to find level 9 here. He's going to be going right back down to the grave area, I would imagine. As Redbirdgrad finds level 3 here. Going to go in and dig it. Going to be disappointed with the heart container find, but he's going to be happy with what he finds right afterward. Meantime, Shatty's probably going to find level 8 right away. So we're going to have a pretty close finish here.
Well, you say that, but there is still the fact we have to dig level 9 for the silver arrows, and level 9 is massive. What is it? I don't even remember the count. Is it like 40 rooms or something?
I don't know the exact number of rooms. It's a lot.
Yeah, a lot of rooms, and we need to find 3 of them.
And so Shatty does find level 8 here. Needs to do it fast because RBG is burning his way through this level 3. He already has found the item here. We'll see if he decides to go up, left, or south. That'll make a little bit of a time difference on what he chooses. We know the way he wants to go is up.
And Redbirdgrad is going to take this heart container. I think he knows that this could be a level 9 dive seed. Let's hope he doesn't dive in before grabbing his wand.
Yeah, he's certainly getting close to having that narrowed down. Actually, he probably does have it narrowed down at this point, now that I think about it, because of the fact that... Oh, and there's the bow for Shatty. But just because of the fact that he has found the other item out of level 1, I think that probably confirms that the silver arrows have to be in level 9 for him at this point. Or the silver arrows or the wand, one of the two.
Yeah, there is something he needs to kill Ganon in level 9 at this point. He knows this.
Right. And
so let's
he doesn't find the Triforce in the south, but he finds the compass, the next best.
Yeah, saves him a little bit of time. So we are going to be hoping, for Redbirdgrad's sake, that he finds the wand before he dives 9s. That way he knows he can find the silver arrows.
And he does save a little bit of time over Shatty there. That was a lot quicker of a level 3. It's going to be a single dip level 3 as well, whereas Shatty had a double dip. But Shatty does find the compass. He's about to find, I believe, his second item as well. Yeah, yes, he finds his recorder. So he's going to be out of this level 8. And he's probably going to go back to level 1, I would suspect. But we'll see. He could just go straight to 9.
Well, there's something else we have to consider here, and something I didn't even realize. We have, like, 2 sorts of equalizers in a way. Because we have the Dig 7, and it's also a massive dungeon for its Triforce.
That's true, and they don't have a red ring either, so if there's some nasty combat in there, that could be something that slows them both down as well.
Well, we know the red ring's at 9 at this point. They don't know, but we do. I'm sure they'll piece it together, though. They know the book is... They don't have to worry about the item in there. They both... I think they both have the hint for the book.
And Shatty, trying anything he can to get to this Triforce in the south here, decides to go ahead and up A. I don't blame him at that point. You know that the start screen is a lot closer than where you're at, especially by the time you try to bomb walls to get that. Redbirdgrad making his way through this nasty level 5 here. He has the luxury, though, of having bow and arrow, so some of those Pulse Voice rooms that took Shatty a little while to clear out are not going to take near as long for Redbirdgrad.
And Shatty will also have a much quicker time in turn, because he'll be able to just quickly clear one and use the recorder to flute over there, and oh no!
So Shatty has to take the corridor staircase to get to the Triforce in level 8 because he's blocked out of it. So that's a forced corridor for a 2-off room here in level.
I just find it humorous that we just had an Aquamentus guarding the Triforce. What is this, level 1 in vanilla? Come on.
Oh, Redbirdgrad just picked up the Triforce in level 5, and the wand is up in the north. That is concerning. Let's hope he goes back in for it. Okay, he's going back in for the item. That's good. As Shatty picks up his Triforce out of level 8, he is just a Triforce out of level 7 away from being able to go into 9 and start his descent into Ganon's lair. And Loudgoat in chat making the point that RBG has to know that he needs something out of here, but sometimes, you know, when you're getting in the thick of it, especially if you feel behind, you can forget things and miss things, and he's going right back into this corridor staircase room to get back up to the top of the dungeon. He probably wishes at this point that he hadn't picked up that Triforce right away, but Shatty finds his magical sword bomb upgrade and picks it up. It is available at 12 hearts, so that's nice for his bomb capacity as he gets ready to enter level 9, or level 7, rather. And he's going to hope that the Triforce is not in that blue Wizrobe.
Shatty sees the book.
Yeah, he got bonked into that room by the red Wizrobes.
And Shatty is still just using the wand here to kill Pull's voice.
Yeah, unfortunately he probably doesn't have enough money, but there's the Triforce for Shatty right away in level 7.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to be entering level 8 as Redbirdgrad gets his wand. They're both... But he is 2 Triforces behind at this point.
Yeah, and the Triforce that he doesn't have is in level 6. Looks like Shatty is going to level 1 here, except no, it's not level 1. He might just be going to level 9. He might just be chancing it for level 9, unless he found a hint for the magical boomerang. He did, actually. He did buy that hint, now that I think of it. Well, he's buying a potion before going in.
Makes sense to me. You only have a total of 3 hits total on Ganon if he does contact.
Maybe he... You know what? It looks like Shatty might be going to level 1. No. No, he's recording to level 8, and he's going to be going to level 9. So here's the situation. Redbirdgrad has to get the Triforce out of level 7 and 6. Who knows how long this is going to take in level 7. 6 is going to be probably a good 5-minute dig. Maybe not that long, now that he's as well equipped as he is, but it's pretty deep in there. So Shatty's going to have a pretty big advantage going into this level 9.
That's right, but it's anyone's game here, as level 9 has earned its reputation as the great equalizer. And for 3 key factors. First up, we are going to be listening for the roar of Ganon. If we hear it, Ganon will be 1 room adjacent to us, be it north, south, east, or west. Could need a bomb in, even. And unfortunately, right there is one of the other things we're looking for is a hint system. Unfortunately, that is not a helpful hint.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not sure what that could be, because that is supposed to be a hint, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wait, it's the meat block!
Oh, it is the meat block, okay, gotcha.
Right, hints can be eaten up by the muggers or the bait blocks here in level 9.
Yeah, okay. I've never seen that message for the bait block. So Redbirdgrad finds the compass in level 7, so that's a big piece of the puzzle. He now knows where the Triforce is. He has to get there. Unfortunately, he's going to have to go around.
Alright, this door would have been important for Shatty, but unfortunately it's there. But that's important. We hear the pig!
We do. That is a massive piece of the puzzle.
Is it here? No, it's not.
Just got to find the princess, and we've got to find the silver arrows now.
Yeah. So, in regards to the princess, or the kidnappers as we refer to her as in the hints, the compass will point to her direction if we can figure out what enemy guards it. That is one of the hints we can potentially get. We only have 2 available to us out of the 4 now.
Right, and the good thing for Shatty, too, is this enemy set in level 9 is very friendly. It's not an enemy set he's going to have a problem with. If it was, his advantage would be cut quite a bit, because it takes longer to traverse room to room. But with it being easier, he's going to be able to cover more ground before RBG gets in.
Yeah, and one other thing I haven't mentioned yet here is we are looking for a single shutter door like that one, but it does not open if we kill the enemies. That is the kidnap. Conversely, if that single shutter door happens to be next to Ganon, there could be multiple of them. And if we have defeated Ganon, the door automatically opens for us and we'll know exactly where Zelda is.
Yeah, so and Ganon is the best one of the 3 things that we're looking for to find early, because there's no hint for, there's possible hints for all of the things, but the princess and the silver arrows can sometimes be more elusive, I guess. So sorry, that I meant to say the princess. Don't mind me. It's been a long day.
So what he's referring to is the 4 hints that are available to our runners, the 3 which are in which there are 3 hint rooms here, but one of them's even by a beat block. We'll know the quadrant the beast is in, which is Ganon. The quadrant Zelda is in, the kidnapped. Which enemy guards the compass, so we know which enemy to kill potentially for it, or which room has that enemy in the room. And the last one tells us which quadrant the silver arrows are in. This is only applied to this specific scenario, though, because in any other situation, as Redbirdgrad gets his final Triforce, in any other situation, if the silvers are not enough elsewhere, and it's kind of useless information if you already have the silver arrows.
Alright, chat, and RBG does pick up his Triforce. He's headed over to level 9 now. Shatty is diligently working his way through this level 9.
We have a diamond.
Trying to find those silver arrows. He is in a staircase room.
Yeah. We'll see if this comes out. He's trying to do a block clip and gets it, and it is an item, and it is our silver arrows! Shatty can now go fight the pig.
Massive, massive find for Shatty. He's got 2 of the 3 pieces of the puzzle. He's only looking for Zelda now, and while he's up there, I like this play. While he's up in this corner of the dungeon, he's trying to clear it out to confirm a path to Zelda. I definitely like this play before he up-A's to go back to the beginning.
Alright, one more enemy in this room.
Yeah, that was the single shutter door. That definitely, I'm sure, got his hopes up.
You might try... At this point, I would try checking staircases along the way. Just poke your head in.
Well, Shatty's probably feeling pretty confident with his combat, especially since he has a blue potion on him as well for that Ganon.
Yeah, but at this stage, if you get the red ring just by chance, it just makes your combat just... You can just be a little bit more reckless.
Right. I'm also sure, though, that Shatty is feeling the pressure. He's probably feeling there could be a dot done coming any second from Redbirdgrad. And there's a single shutter door again. We'll see if he ends up clearing that. Looks like he's not going to.
Yeah.
And he's going to bomb into Ganon's room, or try. Unfortunately, he was not able to bomb in from that.
Rupee boss. Gonna leave him be.
And we find a shoot room there. RBG is making his way. He's in the neighborhood here. I think he has to go west from here to find his silver arrows. Gonna go north instead.
Well, the northwest tip of the map is where the silver arrows are. It is very close to that upper left corner.
And Shatty finding an unfortunate mugger room here.
And trying to bomb out. It's successful.
And it just leads to a room he's already been in south of that. So RBG continuing to make his way through this northwest part of the dungeon. He's in the neighborhood.
Yeah, he's gonna find his silvers really quick. Here's the thing, though. We only have one hint now. And if it's any hint we need to see, it is where the kidnapped is.
And so RBG has to go back around, unfortunately, because he can't get to Zelda from that direction. Shatty finds another room that could potentially... No, he's been in the room south.
Yeah.
So he's going to fight Ganon right now.
Makes sense. Behind this locked door is the pig. And knowing this sprite said, oh, there's a shutter door here.
And Shatty, living dangerously, choosing not to use that potion right away, gets the stun lock in the corner.
5, 6, 7. That's all she wrote.
Very nice fight there from Shatty. He's gonna go immediately.
Yeah, we'll see if it's right here. Lights dim. It is not Zelda.
No such luck for Shatty there.
And it's only a key as well, so it's not even what we are looking in terms of anything, really. And caught a glimpse of the map on the live feed there. It looks like the northeast corner is where the kidnap lies. They haven't been over that way yet.
So we never saw Shatty kill that Patra that guarded a shutter door over there, interestingly enough. And unfortunately, RBG up-A'd out of the northwest part of the dungeon, which is where we know he needs to be. It looks like Shatty is trying to make his way back over to that Patra that he declined to kill earlier.
Alright. Bomb hole discovered. Get some money along the way.
And let's pay attention to RBG's side too, because he's up in that northeast corner right now.
I flinched when I saw that door, but I thought we found Zelda.
Oh, and RBG finds the compass. It is that Patra! So Shatty is just one room away.
If Shatty kills this Patra, then that is GG. Oh, no, wait, he doesn't need to kill him. There's the red ring, right in the center of the dungeon, too.
Oh, use your potion? And he gets the potion off. RBG found his red ring up in the northeast and his compass, but it's going to be too little too late, I'm afraid, as Shatty is going to win this race. Get your GGs out for Shatty.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shatty has finished in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 59 seconds. What a race! Just a great performance throughout.
So Shatty makes the decision to leave that Patra behind and not confirm that path to Zelda, but he must have had a hunch that that was it, because he went right back there after he killed. And a great performance. He routed this seed really well, found the items in a good order, and did what he needed to do to win and knock off a real titan in this. Yeah.
And as a reminder, folks, this is a non-elimination Swiss round. None of these runners are being eliminated from this tournament. This is purely for seeding in the bracket stage. So for all we know, these two runners could fight each other again. And we just now heard that custom tone, and there is Shatty. GG's to you. What an impressive win. It seems we have just a little bit of issues.
Shatty will be joining us in just 1 second here.
Try this again. Hello, Shatty?
Hey, what's up, guys?
GG's to you.
GG, Shatty. What a performance,
Thanks,
man.
guys. Yeah, I'm stoked.
So, the red ring was in the northeast of level 9. It's just the heads up, as was the compass. So, Redbirdgrad knows where Zelda is, but you found the silvers quite well, or quite early.
Yeah, I was kind of blocked everywhere. I guess maybe I didn't bomb over the northeast. I just kind of went where I could, and it kind of led me right to them, which is crazy, right? I took like one staircase, and I think it went 2 rooms away.
Yeah, you found those silvers pretty quick, but you had about a 5-minute advantage into level 9 over RBG. Tell me about the decision to leave that Patra behind with that single shutter door.
I figured that was her. I was trying to get back to that room as fast as possible after I killed Ganon.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. The funny thing was that Redbirdgrad found the compass right as you were like walking toward that room. So we were like, he must have a hunch that this Patra's the answer. And then of course he picks up the compass and confirms it. So that was a pretty funny little time.
I had pretty good coverage in 9, even though I hadn't found any staircases. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, this level 9 was also a kind of a Fred moment because it was the classic level 9 red ring silver arrow, which we haven't seen in a long while, I don't think. At least I haven't.
Did Redbird get the there was a hint for level 1, and I walked out of the door when it was saying magical, and I don't know if it said key or boomerang.
It was probably the boomerang, or I guess it could have been the key, but it started with an M, so you knew you didn't have to go back there. We deduced, but both of them were in there because Redbirdgrad went back. He went back for that and killed a bunch of Pulse Voice just to find.
Yeah, I believe I did catch that it was magic key. That was said.
I saw Aquamentus and I walked out and I saw the M and I was like, oh boy, that really could have helped, and I didn't have any money left.
Yeah.
So, how were you feeling when you went into level 3 and you found that spiral staircase?
Yeah, I couldn't believe. I thought for sure it had to be one of those 2 rooms that I just couldn't do, so I just bailed out early. Level 5 was a pain too. I was really struggling to find the Triforce. I couldn't remember which rooms I had picked up stuff off the floor. It just took a long time to get to the Triforce in 5.
Whoa, that's a lot of health that Redbirdgrad just spawned. He got a triple kill and got 3 fairies. He must have been on a good count.
Yeah, one of the biggest differences in the seed ended up being you found the red candle a lot earlier than Redbirdgrad did. It allowed you to not have to double dip level 6, which he had to do. He got shuttered into that Moldor room in the T room and couldn't get out. So real deep into that dungeon. And then also your early-ish dig of Death Mountain, finding that wand early, really helped as well.
Yeah. It's kind of a trend I've noticed too. the person who finds the red candle first usually has a nice speed advantage. Because it just speeds up your combat so much in dungeons. Like, you save, like, maybe 3 minutes alone on average, I would estimate. Just not having to reset rooms.
And RBG, unfortunately, has done all of the northwest of level 9, except for the 2 rooms he really needs to be in. The one that leads to the silver room and the silver room.
And a lot of patches in the upper right.
So when you were going into 9, Shatty, were you feeling like you were in a good position, or were you feeling behind?
Wasn't quite sure. I mean, I felt like I was okay. I didn't feel like I was way behind. I didn't think I was, probably way ahead. I'd skipped 1 and 4, I think. 4 I did in like 2 rooms. So I thought maybe that gave me an edge.
Yeah, that was another thing. RBG did spend a good deal of time in level 4. I think he double dipped that as well. So that definitely helped, because you, I think, again, had the red candle when you went into level 4, and Redbird did not.
What worried me is like that first room in 9, I think, was Grumble. I was like, oh no.
Right? Yeah, see, I didn't even pick up on that immediately. I haven't seen that as the bait block message before, so I was like, what is that? Is that a bug? But no, this is just the...
Yeah,
and I was like, well, there'll be 2 items, and I'll probably find the hint eventually. And that was the first room, and I was like, oh man, here we go.
And the second hint room that you found wasn't much better, was the mugger, so there was literally only 1 potential hint room in the entire room thing, and for all you know, get a Legend of Ganon, which you already knew.
It's kind of the way all the hints went in this seed.
Yeah, for being helpful hints, they weren't exactly doing their job.
They were helpful, just not for me.
Well, I will say that one for level 1 that you found meant that you didn't have to go back to level 1, which did save you a little bit of time there, so that was good. Especially not having arrows. So, Redbird back in the west part of this dungeon. Going north, unfortunately going back down south. I'm going to dig out the south part, which we know is not where he needs to be.
No, he needs to go back to the northwest corner.
Yeah, at the very least, he will confirm a path to Zelda here, once he is able to kill Ganon.
Oh, not even that. He knows because of the Patra as well as the compass. He knows that door will lead to Zelda.
So, this is the magic staircase that led down to the teeth of this dungeon, and to the other paths to Zelda.
So no matter which way you went, you were gonna find Zelda. Let's hope this magic staircase here leads him back to northwest where he can go get his silvers. Not quite. Our third hint, though.
Oh, wow.
Hey, that's actually helpful. The silvers to kill the beast lies in northwest of the skull. The one hint Redbirdgrad needed.
That's just a slap in the face right there. That's about the most epic troll I've seen
look
in a
at
while.
that map. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, he is full cleared this place pretty much.
Yeah, except for the 2 rooms that he needed to be in. That's just a feels bad right there.
But hey, at least he knows now.
He's got it narrowed down to 2 rooms.
Question is, does he remember how to get over there? Looks like he does.
Yeah, so he does find the bomb wall that leads to the Silver Arrow room. He'll be finishing this seed up pretty quickly at this.
Yeah, knows where the pig is, knows where Zelda is. And knows 2 ways to get to Zelda as well.
Yeah, so as he heads back to Ganon, man, that's just rough when you have a 9 like that you just do everything except the one thing you need to do. And that's what level 9 can do sometimes. That's why certain people call it the Great Equalizer. It can also be the great the great lead widener as well.
Yeah. Today it's just... If Redbirdgrad had played the rest of the seed right, this level 9 would have tripped him up and probably would have not changed the result of this race as we know it.
So, having a good Ganon fight so far, just not getting lucky with Ganon's spawning on the opposite side of where he needs him to be. And there he gets the kill in the corner there. He's going to be finishing up this seed very shortly. Unfortunately, he's not going to finish it up quite as quick as he thinks he's going to, because he's going to try and go south here and get very disappointed.
Well, he's already been south, so he knows this room.
I don't think he had been in this room because there's no bomb walls, and the only way to get through there is a shuttered Ganon.
Oh, I thought he came in from the side. Oh, he
came in from the east.
I must have got confused with the dark rooms.
So he will have to navigate his way back down to that either Patra room. Well, it would make more sense to go to the Patra room than the other side, because you have to go through the Patra room to get. It looks like you found a different path over there than you did, Shatty. I think your path was a little bit quicker than his was to get there.
Yeah, I think he's just going a way that's like the path of least resistance at this point.
Yeah, so the little bit longer walk on the front end does save him a little bit of time in the back end. And he finds the shutter door that opens, and at an official SRL time of 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 14 seconds, RBG finishes in second in this race. Get your GGs out in chat for RBG.
Yeah. We'll be 1 and 2 in the Swiss standings so far. But like I said, not elimination. There is no elimination for this. Purely for seeding in the bracket stages, and we are now joined by Redbirdgrad. GG's you. Brutal 9, but great showing all the same.
Hey, GG's Redbird.
Yeah, no worries. That's called a Redbird 9. Like, we're all used to it. Like, every single one of us.
So, you would like a little bit of comedy here. When you picked up the compass, you basically confirmed for us that Shatty was heading towards Zelda.
Oh, very good. I'm glad I could help you guys out.
Yeah, so Shatty had seen that Patra room, and was pretty sure that's what it was. After he killed Ganon, he went right there. But man, what ended up being the difference in the seed was Shatty got that red candle super early, and he didn't have to double dip 6. He didn't have to double dip 4. That saved him quite a bit of time. How did you feel overall about, just kind of the order that you found things?
The order I wasn't too worried about. I wasn't sure like when in the seed that red candle was compared to Shatty. Like I felt like it was okay-ish, you know what I mean? Like I knew I spent a lot of time in one, and I knew that double dipping a couple places, but the ones that I double dipped, I mean, I found the item pretty quickly, so it's not like it was a huge time sink. But yeah, going back on them does take time. I mean, Shatty's flat out fast anyway, so I knew I was gonna be up against it tonight. I don't know. It was kind of like an average seed. Like if I had to play it again, I would expect a 105, 110, that type of thing. I mean, love this level 9 was ridiculous, but other than that, I think I did okay.
Yeah, and I made the comment earlier that you know, a lot of people call level 9 the great equalizer because it can shorten a big lead, but it can also be the great lead widener if the person who happens to be in the lead finds the right path, and that's just what happened. Shatty found the silvers pretty quick in level 9. And it was literally the last room that it could have been that you checked.
Appreciate showing us that last hint though, because we actually wasn't aware if that would have actually helped you or not, and it turns out
when I saw that hint, Wolflink, I about came out of my chair, dude.
Well, like I said, at least it was a good one for you. That's the one you absolutely needed.
Yeah, a nice little parting gift from the seed there.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And Shatty, I didn't get to say, but GG's, dude.
Yeah, GG, man, that was brutal. I don't know how you got lost. Like I walked right to it, kind of.
Oh, that's the way, man.
Right,
you're the one that got
something?
lost. I went the way.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you even went a little seafaring for us, even though that didn't lead to anything.
Oh, whatever. It's 9. I freaking hate it. It's just whatever.
Who doesn't hate 9 to some degree? It's a giant dungeon. It's worse than 7. At times.
Well, for a minor consolation, level 7 was pretty easy.
7 was definitely free. I tried to make it as long as possible until the compass luckily pointed me back the right direction. But it was pretty free 7, yeah, for sure.
So Shatty moves to 2-1 in the Swiss rounds, looking to go 3-1. Anybody you looking to face, looking to avoid?
Nah, I mean, 2-1 is not a good place to be. It's well, the whole tournament. I mean, there's no easy matches, so. Is what it is.
Well,
we'll see what the wheel gives. It hasn't been so great to me so far, so we'll see.
Well, 1 and 2 is getting a lot less safe as of right now as well. Anybody you looking to call out, Red?
Man, the way I'm playing, I can't call anybody out. Are you kidding me? Come on, dude. No, I'm just looking to have fun. Like I said, you know, the last couple of weeks, this is just this tournament here is a lot of fun. Just test your skills, go up against some cool people. I mean, this community's freaking awesome, and just have a blast, man. Like win, lose, draw, whatever. You're gonna face somebody tough no matter what seed you're in. So who cares? Let's just have fun and play some games.
Well, I can tell you this much: you would have definitely beat me if I had taken part, because I am not good at combat whatsoever. I need a sword. I can't fight without a sword.
I promise you can do this. And everybody has trepidation when you say, let's do a swordless seed or whatnot. I promise all you have to do in your mind is make progress no matter what you're doing. If you go into a level, make progress. Like knock out a couple rooms, do a little bit of the overworld. I promise everybody watching this right now or commentating or whatever, you can do a swordless seed. I guarantee it.
Just don't do your first swordless seed when it's also blackout 1-hit KO like a certain person convinced me to.
That's okay. When Fred switched up the flags, everybody's like, oh, you know, try the inverted overworld and try all these different buttons and flags. And I'm like, all right. So I put the max HP on and I'm like, I can't force a bomb or get a global to save my life right now. It was brutal.
Well, do either of you have any final thoughts on the seed or anything else you'd like to say before we?
This is GG to RBG, always fun, good dude, and thanks to you guys and everyone else putting this on. This is a ton of fun, so enjoying every second.
Heck yeah, man. GG's yourself, Shatty, and tear up that 2-1 bracket, man. I want to see you 3-1, bro.
Well, GG's to you, Redbirdgrad, and GG's to you once again, Shatty, the winner of this race. Make sure to follow them both here on Twitch. They put on an excellent race for us today. Also, we haven't even mentioned it. Azrin, I believe, has been our... Azrin, I believe. Trying to pronounce that right, was our tracker. Make sure to follow them as well as my co-commentator, Antlers44. And of course, we are on Speed Gaming 4. Make sure to follow Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming's 2 through 6 so you stay in touch with all of Zelda 1 Randomizer, as long with a whole bunch of other races as well. And of course, we're not exclusively on Speed Gaming, so make sure to follow Randomania 1 through 4 as well so you don't miss a single match of this Swiss tournament as it progresses throughout the rest of the week. We're still on week 3 after all.
Absolutely, and thank you, Wolflink, as always, for commentating with me. And thanks to everybody for watching. And I believe that'll do it for us here at on Speed Gaming 4. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of the tournament.
I have been Wolflink0370, and from all of us here at this All Boards No Servers tournament, we just see you all next time, and thank you for watching. Have a good night, everyone.